Impressions, 2.1 million views. 4,800 comments. See everybody in there in the comment section tagging their friends? They're literally marketing my video for me. They're literally recommending my product to people for free. I'm not paying a dime for that. You notice that there's a color in the bars at the top. There's a light yellow and then there's an orange. The light yellow is the free traffic. That's the viral organic traffic. So it's not the majority of the traffic, but we're certainly getting 1 million plus free eyeballs on our ad. So we have tons of views, tons of stuff. But here's the fun stuff, okay? And I like to data dump. I know it's been a long day, and it's like 5 o'clock or something, or close to it. But this is so valuable right here. Every time you run an ad with a video on Facebook, they track how long somebody watches the video for. They do it in increments of 25%, 50, 75, 95, and 100. You can see them right here. You can watch the fall off in your Facebook dashboard. Now, how many of you in here would agree that somebody that watched 95% of a video is a more engaged, more valuable customer than somebody that only watched 25%, yes? Right? So if I wanted to remarket, if I wanted to retarget my product to somebody, I might go after those 95% viewers first. That's where the low-hanging fruit is going to be. They also track 3-second and 10-second views. I know, it's a lot of stuff. Now, all of the stuff on the screen that we're looking at right here for me means millions of dollars. For other people, means millions of dollars. For a lot of marketers, it means never having to target again, never having to use keywords again, never having to worry about ninja tactics to scrape up a targeted list of buyers on Facebook. They're right there. Facebook saves them all for us to use in the future. But you have to build it up first, all right? So what I do is I create what's called Facebook video ad audiences. And you can see right here, we have an audience of people that watched my video for 3 seconds. That's in this little red box at the very tip top. We have 1.5 million people. Now, I'll tell you what this is. It's blurred out because I've given this presentation once before. It's the dog niche. So this is 1.6 million people interested in dogs. But you see as it goes down to 10-second, to 25%, so on, the audience gets a little bit smaller, right? Well, now I'm able to go back. I'm able to write an ad and target dog buyers that watch specific amounts of this video. The significance of that is really crazy. Okay, there's 3 ways to use these audiences. Number 1 is you can go back and everybody that watched your video but did not sign up for your email list or did not buy the product, you can go back and you can retarget them. That's pretty basic. We all know about retargeting. But there's also the ability to scale your ads with something called look-alike audiences. Now, if you don't know much about Facebook, definitely write that down because it's going to be a big game changer. If you want to take your business from $100 a day to $200 a day, or you want to take your business from $1,000 a day to $5,000 a day. I have people come up to me all the time and they say, Adrian, I'm stuck at $3,000 a day. I'm like, well, that's not that bad to be stuck there. How do I get to $6,000? How did you get to $44,000 in a day? That right there, scaling with lookalike audiences. Facebook will actually take a look at your ad, okay, and they will build you, with one click, they will build you a bullseye targeted audience of people that they believe to be very similar to your buyers. Facebook will snipe them out for you. Now, people always like to say, well, I like to go in and do my own targeting. I like to go in and do this. I like to go in and do that myself. I trust myself. Let me tell you something. Facebook is smarter than you, all right? They're smarter than me. They know their platform and their users better than anybody else. They know me better than I know myself, probably. I get shown all sorts of stuff I never thought I would like. All of it's targeted to me through lookalikes. All right. We've also got remarketing. One of the most ignored things with most marketers is remarketing, not to be confused with retargeting. This is taking previous customers and showing them a new similar products, generating repeat buyers. Because remember earlier I said, I don't want to just get one sale one time. I want passive recurring income. I want customers that continue to come back over and over and over again and buy more stuff. And this is how I've built up a multi-million-dollar brand in a year using these three things with video ads. All right, so how do these work? I'm just going to give you the formula, okay? So definitely write this down. Remember I said that you can target people that watch specific percentages of your video? Say yes? Okay. Most people say, well, you know, where do I start? 25, 50, 75? If you're doing a retargeting ad, you want to reach as many people as possible, right? The people that literally, they just saw it briefly, and for whatever reason right now, they didn't fully engage. So if you're doing retargeting ads, 25% video viewers are great. Like, they freaking crush it. We're talking 4, 5, 600% return on investment on these ads. The easiest money that you can possibly make that you're leaving on the table, even if you're just trying to build an email list, retargeting people that did not opt into your list with video view ads will insanely increase your opt-ins. All right, so this is to remind me to ask you something. Have you ever seen an ad before, clicked on it, wanted to buy it, whatever it was selling, but then not purchased it, and then a couple of days later you saw it again, and then you went back and completed the purchase? Yes? All right. We do it all the time. That's how retargeting works if you've never heard of it before, but I imagine you have. Now, video view audiences, scaling with lookalikes. So this is what's really fun right here, is how to take a business that's doing X a day and double or triple it with clicking a single button. Now, it's not magic and it's not guaranteed, but legitimately all you do is you click a single button and Facebook will start scaling your business for you. So, creating a lookalike audience. This is you telling Facebook, go find me people that you believe to be very high quality customers for my specific business. That might be their interest, that might be their previous purchase history. I mean, find me people that you know are likely to buy my product. Now, if Facebook has to take a look, if they're going out and they're scouring their users for you to find the buyers, find the people that are going to make you money, make me money, then we need to give them that valuable data. And would you all agree that if we said, Facebook, look at the people that watch 95% of my video ads, almost the entire ad, and go find me more people just like them. Do you think that that's probably going to give you the best odds of targeting a new ad and scaling? Yes or no? Yes? Right? Most people don't do this, right? A lot of people say, oh, that sounds great, but it sounds boring too. Until you see, you know, the actual results, then it's like mind-blowing. So it's almost as good as finding similar buyers. And these people are super engaged. And this is how most of the big guys out there and the big gals are running their businesses, right? They're scaling. At some point on Facebook ads, you stop targeting and you start letting Facebook do all of the work for you. And if you're leveraging Facebook video ads, well, you know, it makes it that much easier. So Facebook will find people for you. And it's great for scaling your ads. Okay, let me just get my next slide here. How do you create a Facebook lookalike audience? Now, I personally like to go live. I do trainings for my students every week, and I'm on my computer, and I can go in, and I can show them stuff, but today screenshots will have to suffice. When you open up Facebook, it'll show you all of your videos that you've been marketing, by what percentage people have watched the video. You click on it. So this video view for the dog ad, it's actually pit bulls. This people that have watched 95% of this pit bull video. I say, Facebook, find me some lookalikes of this 95% viewership of these pit bull customers, okay? So they're going to go find me. I love that. Who let the dogs out? So yes, lookalike audiences. Now I'm going to have Facebook finding me people that maybe like pit bull stuff, maybe like dog stuff, but don't fall under any other keyword, right? So this is amazing. It opens up so much more opportunity for profits. And then Facebook will create the lookalike audience for me. All I have to do is click the button, and it's done. So you can see up here at the top, look at the very tip top. I think I highlighted it. Yeah, right there. So you can see I have a 95% video view audience, and they'll go in, and they'll find me 400,000 other people. Now, that 400,000 people or 300,000 people or the 2.2 million people that they find, that for me means multiple six figures in potential income. Imagine that, pressing a button and having Facebook find bullseye targeted leads for you, and then just launching the same ad that's already making you money to those people, and then just watching it profit over and over again, like clockwork. It's nuts. So does anybody in here do anything other than e-commerce? Raise your hand. Okay. So digital marketing, affiliate marketing, okay. The strategy works just as well with that stuff. Okay. Video view audiences for remarketing ads. I started doing this in November as well, and it just changed the game. My thought process was, if I have all of these people that I know are interested in a specific niche or a specific type of product, what if I find another product that's similar to that, another item, and I show that product to those people that watch the video, right? So we've gone over retargeting. We've gone over scaling an ad that's already profitable with one click. Now we're saying, how can we go back to people that have purchased before or that have engaged before and get them to buy something else, get them to buy a different product, a repeat customer? Because that's really how you build a brand. You don't build a brand out of always acquiring a new customer every day and only ever getting new customers. You build loyalty, right? When somebody thinks about, oh, I want to buy something for my dog, or I want to buy something for my, gun collection. I live in Mississippi. And they say, I want to buy some tactical gear. Whatever. They know to go to one of my Shopify stores because I've built a brand around that. I'm always in their face. I'm always re-engaging them with new products, and they continue to buy. It's the craziest thing. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you one of my biggest sellers. One of my biggest sellers are socks with funny cats printed on them. And I'm not even a cat person. I got 2 Pomeranians. And they just keep buying more cat socks. They bought 1 pair of cat socks, and then they buy a second pair and a third pair and a fourth pair. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But I use these audiences to do that. And it creates mega targeted leads. You already know what they're interested in, so it takes the guessing out of it. See, when you start with Facebook ads, you're at 0. And you've got to build your way up. And so many people come to me and say, how are you always so successful? Like, you very rarely, and all these other guys that are doing it big, very rarely fail. Now, we fail sometimes. But I'd say 90% of the time I launch a Facebook ad, it's a profitable ad, and it works. And it's because using video ads now, all I have to do is go tap into those audiences, those people that previously watched my videos. I don't have to use keywords anymore. I use zero targeting is what I call it. I don't use any keywords, no male or female, none of that stuff. I just blast it out there. And it helps me generate profits faster. Now, let's look at some of the results of this data, all right? I don't have any fancy iPad drawings like Anthony had, but I have a screenshot here. Now, I did a split test. I did a remarketing campaign where I took people that viewed a product before, right, a video before of a product, and I did the 95%, the 75%, and I launched ads to them for a new product. And I want you to look at the results. The 95% video view audience on a completely new product, I spent $1,400 to make $3,000. A 75% video view audience, I spent $1,000 to make $2,900. So the 75% did a little bit better. Still good. And the 50%, $1,100 to make $2,600. 25%, I spent $1,700 to make $2,000. You'll notice that the profit goes down when you get to the 25% to 3 seconds. The 3-second video view, I actually probably lost like $100 on that. because we have product cost in it, so I shut it down. But what's really neat about this, if you like data, is you can take a look at it and you can see that the longer somebody watches your video for, the more qualified of a customer they are. So when you're marketing new products and you want to make sure that it works and you want to know that you're going to make money, you're going to know that you have the best odds, the best chance of making money. The 95% and the 75%, the 50% are go-tos. And you just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. You know, I've seen other people that do Shopify make a lot of money. They go like this, and then like that. And then they're like this. And they're like scrambling around like, what do? I made all this money 2 weeks ago marketing this one product, and now I'm not making any more money again, and I'm back to being broke. What do I do? And that happens very often. And my business and so many other people's businesses, because we understand that this exists. Remember, you don't know what it is that you don't know. We leverage this, and our businesses, they don't go like this, but they steadily go like this. How many of you in here have had that experience of the sizzle, the fizzle, the sizzle, and the fizzle? Raise your hand. Does it suck? Yeah, it sucks, right? You want longevity, security, and stability. And when you have these types of assets in your library, in your Facebook account, you know, you don't really have to worry that much. By the way, how many of you in here did not know that there was a way to have multiple Facebook accounts at one time in the same profile? Raise your hand. Wow. How many of you in here would like to have multiple Facebook accounts under one profile? Yeah? Okay, cool. Well, all you have to do is go into Business Manager and hit create a new account. Thank me later. Very simple to do, but really amazing when it comes to splitting up your businesses so you don't run multiple businesses, because y'all like multiple streams of income, I know. So don't run everything in one ad account. Separate them out. Facebook will let you create usually up to at least 5, I believe it is. And you can just label them for different businesses. Okay, so how do you start with all of this? Step 1 is you just set up a simple Facebook ad. You can sit here and listen to this and let it go in one ear and out the other and never use this, and that's fine. But I promise you, for those of you that go home and you take action, I urge you to take action with this strategy, literally ASAP. Because out of sight, out of mind. You're going to see another speaker, you're going to learn something new, and you're only going to retain about 10%, if that, of what I just said. So, I am so sure of what I just showed you. I want you to go into your business tonight, if you can, and I want you to set up one video ad, because guess what? It only costs $5 to start an ad. I start all of my ads with a $5 per day budget, and I let them run for 3 days. And if the ad does not profit in 3 days, what do you think I do? I kill it. Now, I've had so many students over the years not listen to me on that and let it run a 4th day and a 5th day and a 6th day and continue to lose money. It's like back in high school, I really wanted this girl to go to prom with me, and I'd ask her every year, multiple times, and she would always say no. And my dad said, why do you keep asking the same girl to prom that always says no? Just go find a girl that will say yes, right? And products are a lot like that. Quit trying to force a product to work. Quit trying to force a landing page to convert. Let me tell you something that I learned a long time ago. Your passion is not your profit. Your passion is not your profit. Now, I know that goes against the grain. People are like, well, wait a second, I love golfing. Who cares? You here to make money, or are you here to sell golf stuff and, not make any money? That's what I tell my students. How many of you in here have a really good idea of a product that you'd like to start marketing? Raise your hand. Okay. Well, forget about it, because it doesn't matter, okay? It's true. I sell cat socks. I don't even have a cat. How many of you in here would like to know exactly what you should be marketing right now to make money, even though you don't like it? Raise your hand. Okay. Whatever is working right now. That's it. Fidget spinners. Y'all seen those things? They're the silliest things. But I figured I would just take a moment to go over this with you all, because a lot of it isn't necessarily how to get traffic. A lot of it is how do I find a product that actually sells? And a lot of people, they start trying to market stuff that they like, that they think is a good idea, that they're passionate about. What I do and what so many other people do is we forget what we think. We forget what we like. We're marketers. We're not consumers. We don't go to our own website and we don't buy our own products. Other people do. So you got to start looking at what does everybody else want. Last year it was hoverboards. Right now it's fidget spinners. And who knows what it's going to be next. Niches like dogs and cats and the tactical niche. These are all things that if you tap into that maybe you don't like can still make you a bunch of money. Now, I've got a very important question for you. Are you here to learn, and are you doing internet marketing or marketing in general as a hobby to have fun, or are you doing it to make money? Raise your hand for hobby. Okay. All right, we got one person. It's brave of you. All right. How many of you are doing it to make money? Raise your hand. And as long as it is ethical, right, and it's legal, you will market whatever it is if it's making you money. Raise your hand. Yeah? Something you believe in at least. That was the biggest breaking point for me with success. Look at what other people are doing. Look at what other people are having success with and duplicate it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to create electricity and electrocute yourself trying to figure it out. Just let somebody else get the bumps. Let somebody else get the bruises. Let somebody else figure out what's working. Let somebody else lose their money testing. Then when you see it take off, and you will because you'll see them running video ads with tons of views, just go copy it. You can go to AliExpress and get the same thing that so many other people out there, including myself. You could sell the same cat socks I'm selling if you want to. All you have to do is go out there and get it. And that's one of the biggest pieces of advice I could give anybody in this room that's marketing. And hopefully that gives you a new outlook on product selection. If you've got something right now sitting there losing money and you're hammering away at it trying to make it profitable, just take a step back, put it to the side, and find something that makes money. And then you can go back to your passion later. All right, how does the funnel work? You write a video ad. You saw it was very simple. It takes less than 5 minutes and $5 to start a video ad. Instantly, you start retargeting your video viewers, people that watched your video, okay? They just watched the video. Retarget them. Then use lookalikes to start scaling your ads. They're flashing the screen at me, so I'm going to wrap up in a second. Lookalikes to scale your ads, and then you want to start remarketing it. Then you want to take this cycle, and you want to rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, over and over and over again. And pretty soon you'll figure out it doesn't even matter what the product is. You'll start to learn what your audience wants. You already know what they're interested in. They're in this huge video audience. They watch your videos, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger every day. Facebook updates them automatically every day for you, so they never fizzle out. It's really amazing what they've done. And, well, I guess that was my last slide. I always say hashtag crush it. So, what I would like to do is, I'm a big Snapchatter, and I know it's late, and some of you are tired, and I think there's still more to learn, but I have a group of a lot of amazing students that have produced over, in the last year, $20 million in earnings reports, I believe it is. I've counted it up, and they literally follow everything that I say every single week, and a lot of them wanted to be here. Some of my students are in this very room, and I would love for everybody on the count of 3, I just want to Snapchat to them, and I want everybody to yell at the top of your lungs, crush it. Can y'all do that for me? Yes? All right, so 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you all.